During an interview with the newsroom on Monday, Georgetown Mayor Alfred Mentore reiterated the need for structured vending in the city. He said the recent court ruling that orders vendors to desist from operating around the premises of Muneshwers Limited on Water Street, Georgetown, emphasized the need for a comprehensive plan to properly facilitate vendors. The mayor said this is a decades-long issue that affects every town and region, but for his city, he intends to work along with vendors to place them into markets. For a long-term remedy, he has considered creating space at markets for these vendors, and in cases where vendors have stalls, have them sell from there rather than taking up space in front of business establishments.
How we redevelop or redesign and turn around those places to accommodate more vendors, and how we could redirect back the traffic to those places rather than persons having to be vending on the streets itself. So we will be working to create more stalls, more opportunity for vendors to be able to treat with, even if we have to go up, in a couple of stories or whatever we have to do. This situation has to be remedied in a way that everybody is able to ply their trade. We will be working on creating new space, but creating new space not to have more people come back on the streets, but it's more a case when we create more space, we'll be able to cause persons to be able to benefit from those space. Because ideally, as a person who was involved in business for many years before I got involved in City Council, I like the idea of selling ownership. Let people own stuff. Let people have something that they call their own.
On November 17th, the High Court ruled that the vendors selling outside Muneshwars building must remove from there. The City Council has since intervened to assist with a temporary solution that allows vendors to ply their trade at the location until January 15, 2024. Mentore said the vendors have terms and conditions which they must abide by in order to continue selling there. He said the constabulary personnel are conducting routine checks to ensure vendors abide with these conditions.
What has to be done, the entrance has to be cleared. I have to maintain order where our constabulary person has to keep checking there to ensure that everything else is in place. So I think based on that mutual arrangement, I think we are on track with it. I myself would have checked with those persons there last Saturday to see how things are going. And I'm going to be doing things to modify the arrangement as it stands between us and Muneshwars and the vendors so that everybody can have a win-win situation.
What happens after January 15, 2024 is for the vendors and the City Council to decide, because the agreement signed between the business place, vendors and the council will no longer be in effect. Mentore said Demico Quick Serve has written to notify about vendors selling and causing issues there. He said the reality is that business places will complain because of the manner that the vending is being carried out. As such, he revealed that the council is receiving assistance from a partner that has offered to assist with finding a solution. This review involves what expansions can be done at the vendors mall and Stabrook Market area to have vendors sell there and redirect traffic to the markets.
This issue will not be one that the council themselves will be able to finance, but we'll be able to look at what monies we could be able to bring to the table, what monies we may need to get to be able to deal with this thing. And obviously, this plan will be presented to the government of Guyana themselves so that we could probably be able to draw down on some of that oil funds to be able to develop these issues.
Mentore said it is important that these vendors are given opportunities to establish ownership of stalls rather than a spot along the street. Reporting for the newsroom, Lazina Yearwood.